It's actually nice to actually meet you right here. I know it's a very good pleasure. And what I want to say is that to have you and us not that easy. But what can you tell us more about wealth creation and Zillionaire? What can you say about it?
Well, firstly, I must congratulate you for such a wonderful job, and I'm very excited to see the Zillionaire group. And Zillionaire group is way beyond billionaire is Zillionaire, so it's extremely aspirational. And I think most people don't understand the power of aspiration and get inspired. So when you're inspired, you tend to push more. When I was young, and it was very tough when I was young, right? So I set up goals. So I said, at the age of 25, I want to become a billionaire. At the age of 35, I want to become a multi-billionaire. At 45, I want to become a billionaire. So I should have said at 60, I want to become a zillionaire. And I achieved 2 of those. But I think there's an opportunity to achieve the next 2. And if I'm working with you, why not?
Wow. I think that actually caught me off guard. And the thing is, when you talk about million, because when I was younger, I wasn't born into a privilege, but because poverty was actually tied with me. And again, these people of poverty said, you know what, this guy, they're pursuing me. I said, no, you're never going to get me. And that is why I said, when we move from million to billion, from billion to zillion. And that's why today, Zillionaire actually came across. We only go for just the top of 1% of the 1%. And again, in South Africa, there's one thing I so much loved that you've done. You're integrating resetting mindsets and also making people to know that it's possible. You don't need to have the millions to be able to create that business. Look at what the fields are right there. It's one of the things we do. And I really want to say, you know what? I can't wait to see 30 of you being recreated in this community of Zillionaire. And in Zillionaire, we want to see to have you more, to have more of you, and also because what we have, just like the way we have, when we asked Shiri to please come,
yes,
it is actually one of the greatest opportunity to have it. And I told you, please, can you be part of this organization? And I said, you know what, I only saw you guys at TEDx last social media. And I was very, very impressed, and it was very inspiring. And with this, we said, you know what, we want to have more of this. What will you advise everyone out there to do? We're talking about building a formidable community, raising millionaires and billionaires.
Okay. Just like I spoke in this session here, is that you don't have to focus on the product, okay? You must focus on building the brand, okay? The products, you can always get products. Products are everywhere. Chinese are producing millions of products. Products are being produced everywhere. The focus must be on building the brand. And then the brand must be followed up by a very strong sales strategy. And the sales strategy must be backed up by technology. And that's the only way you're going to crack it. Let me make an example. With Bill Gates. Bill Gates built a technology platform, right? That gets used by many companies. But that technology platform helps many companies to run themselves, right? Now, he built only one product, but that product, he could duplicate it without having to reproduce it all the time. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it could spread around the world. But however, if you choose to produce a product, that's our approach that I would say you must take. Something that you produce once and you just reprint. Not that you have to all the time produce and produce. Every day you have to produce. Like a gardener, he has to produce his product every day. If they're calling for a gardening service, he has to be on site and produce that product over and over again. But if he produces one product and resells like music, you produce that one song but it goes all over the world. That's a quicker way of becoming a zillionaire, billionaire. Absolutely. But the second quick way is to have a product already exist and then you build a brand around it. And the product, because you don't manufacture that product, if you're starting from nothing, that product, the producer in China can take that product to the world. Because it's not a product that you have to produce at your place. It's a product that you just have to create a big brand out of it, and then the production line comes through and it goes all over the world. Examples, your iPhones. iPhone is a very strong brand. But does iPhone sit there in California and produce iPhones? No. Not a chance. But the Chinese produce the iPhone. They built a very strong, excellent brand, and that brand now is all over the world, but you don't see it sitting with a manufacturing plant. Wow. Two approaches. Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Julius, what word of encouragement do you give to entrepreneurs out there who are struggling to come out and have nothing to start off with?
So I would say that they must not make capital a priority. You can start anything without capital. To start a business, you don't need capital as a slogan. You just need a great idea and you just need a client. Once you've got a client and the client says, I'm buying, you're already making money. And the client that is buying something, they're not only buying something that you have produced, they just need to buy into your confidence, into your passion, into your love of what you're doing. So most of the products that I have, I don't own them. I don't own Delicious Festival. I don't own all these festivals that I sell tickets for. But I provide a strong service around them. So sometimes you don't have to have capital, you don't have to have a product, you just need to have passion and provide an excellent service, and you've got a business.
Thank you, Mr. Julius, for coming through.
What can you say about me? Okay. So what can you say about myself? If you had to give away to the viewers out there, you can say. What can you say?
Okay. So I have very high respect for this man. This man will travel very far to engage and integrate with other entrepreneurs around the world. I mean, when we invited him to Social Media Week, he never even asked us for anything. He just pitched. He covered his own costs. He arrived at the hotel at his own cost. When he believes in something, he goes all out. Absolutely. To make sure that he supports that thing. Today, he has gone all out to put this summit together because he believes that Africans need to be empowered, and he understands the concept of empowerment. And I think today he has proven himself that his heart is where his mind is at, and that's why I honor him and I celebrate him. Thank you.
Thank you so much. He says, my heart is where the center of everything is. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay.